rise. My name is Monica Moorehead, pronouns she, her, and I'm a managing editor of Workers' World newspaper. I am so proud to be chairing this session on the voices and supporters of the heroic Palestine resistance at this anti-imperialist assembly, honoring the centennial death of the legendary leader of the great Bolshevik Revolution, Vladimir Lenin. As a Black communist, I feel that one of Lenin's greatest theoretical contributions that is still omnipresent is national oppression and the right to self-determination for oppressed nations, all rooted in imperialism, regardless of geographical location or historical experience, for the super profits that drives the billionaire ruling class. Lenin's theories have influenced not only our party, but other revolutionaries and revolutionary movements in various epochs. For instance, the great Malcolm X, who took his last breath in this historic venue almost 60 years ago, once said in his 1964 essay, Zionist Logic, that, quote, "The ever-scheming European imperialists wisely placed Israel where she could geographically divide the Arab world," end quote. That was 1964. In 1966, Black Panther Party leader Huey P. Newton wrote, quote, "Israel was created by Western imperialism and is maintained by Western firepower," end quote. Our party understood the significance of the Palestinian anti-colonialist national liberation struggle when just 8 years after our founding in 1959, we organized the first left demonstration inside the United States in solidarity with Palestine that was confronted by the pro-Zionist Jewish Defense League. And 14 years later, following the election of Ronald Reagan, our party helped to organize a march of 100,000 people against the Pentagon War on El Salvador, where the first Palestinian was invited to speak at a major US anti-war rally. And from the first Intifada in the late 1980s to today, notwithstanding the unspeakable genocide taking place inside Gaza and the West Bank, Palestine has taken center stage in the world struggle against imperialism. Not only has this anti-imperialist struggle been galvanized by the unity of Palestinian resistance forces, but has helped forge unity amongst movements across borders, despite any ideological differences. And this growing unity and solidarity is scaring the imperialists to death. This solidarity, spanning globally, will help deepen working class consciousness, the epitome of Leninism, that will impact not only the workers in the global South, but also in the global North, to reflect that the struggle knows no borders. The South African complaint that put Israeli genocide on trial worldwide helped to deepen this class consciousness. But it won't stop there, because now South Africa, with the backing of almost 80 governments, has announced plans to take the US and Britain to the World Court for their war crimes, of being complicit with this genocide of the Palestinian people. And Indonesia, Chile, and Mexico are filing their own complaints against Israeli genocide. And even if these legal complaints are politically symbolic, they are important barometers that reflect the millions of outraged masses over the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people, and will further isolate Israel and their main backers, Western imperialism led by the US. And not only must we inside being inside the belly of the beast, defend the resistance inside of Palestine, but beyond Palestine. And we all know that Yemen has shown solidarity with Palestine, not only in words, but in action, with literally millions of people in the streets. And also their naval forces have prevented numerous Israeli cargo ships from safe passage in the Red Sea until the demand of dire humanitarian aid is allowed into Gaza. And since then, Yemen has faced ruthless bombing from both the US and its junior partner, Britain, against its civilian population as punishment for its principled stance. And I'm so proud to introduce as our first voice of resistance a video message from Nasreddin Amir, director of the Yemeni news agency Sabah and vice president of the Ansarullah Media Authority. Hands off Yemen! Hands off Yemen!